It's swing, sing, and all that jazz. And here to give you the downbeat is Henry Holloway.
Thank you, Marilyn, and hello to you, dear listeners. May this year bring great blessings along your way. Finland's foremost swing musician, in my humble opinion, is multi-instrumentalist Antti Sarpila. Antti recorded some Yuletide specials with his octet in May 2002 in Helsinki, and here's one of them, Christmas Tree Stomp, arranged by the self-same Antti Sarpila. The Antti Sarpila Octet playing Christmas Tree, cleverly derived by Antti from O Tannenbaum and Maryland, My Maryland. Solos by Mr. Sarpila, soprano sax, Jontu Novak trumpet, and Marian Petrescu piano. Now, for many years I've been trying to find a pristine copy of Nina Never Knew by the Sauter Finnegan Orchestra, with vocal by Joe Mooney and the Ray Charles Singers. That's the other Ray Charles, as he always introduces himself. Lo and behold, a Sauter Finnegan CD arrived from America this week, and track number 11 reads, Nina Never Knew.
Nina never knew. Sweet surprise filled Nina's eyes. She did not understand when I kissed her hand. Why dreams begin to stir deep down inside of her. When I whispered things that Nina never heard. Nina never heard. Nina's heart took wings with every tender word. Then suddenly she clung to me. She learned to love somehow. And I'm so glad that Nina never knew till now. So glad that Nina never knew till now.
Fascinating. The co-leaders of that brilliant Sauter-Finnegan orchestra of the early 50s, Eddie Sauter and Bill Finnegan, were, of course, giant arrangers for Benny Goodman and Glenn Miller during the swing era. And if you're a Glenn Miller Army Air Force Band fundi, you'll know the names of two of the choir, Artie Melvin and Steve Steck. Nina Never Knew is one of the most famous examples of the extraordinary work emerging from the Sauter-Finnegan library. Now here's one of my all-time favorites in the small group mainstream jazz field. Trumpeter Buck Clayton and his all-stars playing Moonglow. Apart from the fact that Mr. Clayton is definitely playing muted trumpet on this 8.5-minute air check, I cannot vouch for any of the other equally marvelous musicians you're about to hear. And thereby hangs a long tale. For the moment, and magical ones there are too, just sit back, relax, and listen. Moonlow, trumpeter Buck Clayton. Those for sure. Other details from various sources are 17 September 1959 in Copenhagen or 22nd April 1961 in Paris. Trombone Dickie Wells or Trummy Young, clarinet Buster Bailey or Earl Warren, tenor sax Buddy Tate or Bud Johnson, piano Sir Charles Thompson or Billy Taylor or Jimmy Jones, guitar, bass and drums too complicated. Any more suggestions? This next one is of more recent vintage and can best be described as mainstream big band jazz. In 1993, the National Youth Jazz Orchestra of Germany, directed by Maestro Peter Herbolzheimer, made a fantastically successful concert tour of Russia and the Baltic states. My favorite aircheck of the whole tour remains the one made of Jerome Richardson's Groove Merchant, arranged by Thad Jones. I think that many of you will, like me, be awestruck by the performance of these German youngsters, all under the age of 23. Every time I listen seriously to that, I shake my head and just say, wow. An absolutely brilliant rendition of Groove Merchant by the National Youth Jazz Orchestra of Germany in 1993. When these kids performed in South Africa some years ago, I was delighted to be asked by their director and mentor, Peter Herbolzheimer, to be their MC in the Cape. I wonder how many listeners know that Nina Simone was a pianist and accompanied other singers before she decided to sing publicly herself and obviously play piano in tandem with the vocals. She's no Ella, but her pianistics carry the day in her trademark piece, My Baby Just Cares for Me.
My baby don't care for shows. My baby don't care for clothes. My baby just cares for me. My baby don't care for cars and races. My baby don't care for high-tone places. Liz Taylor is not a star, and even Lana Turner's smile, something he can't see. My baby don't care who knows. My baby just cares for me. Shows, and he don't even care for clothes. He cares for me. My baby don't care for cars and races. Baby don't care for. He don't care for high-tone places. Liz Taylor is not his style, and even Liberace smile. Something he can't see is something he can't see. I wonder what's wrong with baby. My baby just cares for. My baby just cares for. My baby just cares for me.
Nina Simone singing and playing Walter Donaldson and Gus Kahn's 1930 composition, My Baby Just Cares for Me. I'm sure that you've all heard about the death at the age of 82 of the legendary Oscar Peterson. Oscar was simply one of the greatest pianists of all time in any field, with an appeal far beyond just jazz audiences. Golden and Hubbell's Poor Butterfly, recorded by the Oscar Peterson Trio in Montreal, Canada on December 15th, 1947. Well, I guess I can now safely, or sadly rather, erase Oscar's home address in Mississauga just outside Toronto from my little red book. My favorite Woody Herman ballad is Early Autumn, so please listen to this air check of it, made on the 30th of July 1949 at the Rendezvous Ballroom in Balboa Beach, California. The announcer is Tom Reddy.
From time to time, we've pointed out the amazing versatility of this Herman herd, and I think that no place else is it exemplified quite as much as in that fine reed section you just heard on Four Brothers. Now take something in a more serious vein that they do, like, for instance, a summer sequence sketch written by arranger Ralph Burns. Here now is one part of that suite, Early Autumn. right, Woody?
Nice. Early autumn. Woody Herman and his orchestra in 1949. The short vibraphone solo was by Terry Gibbs, and I would like to believe that the long, beautiful alto sax solo was by Woody Herman himself, but I'm not sure. And now for some local gems through to the end of the program. We begin with the lady who made good in South Africa during the 1940s, and then did even better in the United Kingdom in the 1950s and 60s. I'm talking of Eve Boswell, who sang at Buckingham Palace a few times, topped the bill at the London Palladium, had her own television series in the UK, had a couple of monster hits, guested on the Nat King Cole and Ed Sullivan TV shows in America, etc., etc. Eve died on August 14th, 1998, but her music lives on.
Why is it wrong to be young and foolish? We haven't long to be. Soon enough the carefree days, the sunlit days go by. Soon enough the bluebird has to fly. We were foolish. One day we fell in love. Now we wonder what we were dreaming of, smiling in the sunlight, laughing in the rain. I wish that we were young and foolish again. We were foolish. One day we fell in love. Now we wonder what we were dreaming of, smiling in the sunlight, laughing in the rain.
Young and Foolish, beautifully sung by Eve Boswell. I've heard that Colin Campbell died in Newcastle, Australia, after a long battle with cancer. Colin Campbell was an important figure in South African music circles for many years as a pianist, composer, arranger, bandleader, producer, etc., etc. Let's listen to a real gem played by four giants of music in this country: Colin Campbell piano, Bob Hill bass, Jerry Bosman guitar, and Cecil Ricca drums. Colin Campbell composed it and titled it Let Loose. Let loose the Colin Campbell Quartet probably about 40 years ago. So Colin's son Mike will have to carry the Campbell musical torch forward. Some more magical memories now. The Caltex show brought some of South Africa's best musicians together, including my dear late friend Eric Kieswetter as arranger, and Ken Taylor as announcer.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. To match the mood and the dignity of the day, Caltex and all Caltex dealers of Southern Africa halt their usual Saturday night entertainment and bring you instead a program of musical memories. With the Caltex Orchestra directed by Harold Cobb, varied group singing and songs from Charles Joubert and Sid Kay, this is your host Ken Taylor, sincerely feeling that you'll like what you hear when Caltex presents Now, we all know that George Bernard Shaw's stage play Pygmalion inspired the musical My Fair Lady. But it's not the first time that a work of the bearded Irishman has sparked a musical. Arms and the Man grew into The Chocolate Soldier, from which the Caltex Orchestra now take that well-loved favorite, My Hero.
well-deserved applause for my hero and for the Caltex Orchestra. Eric Kiswede transcribed that original arrangement. Well, I was going to close the program with something by Johnny Cooper, but that'll have to wait because time is of the essence. I'll be back, God willing. Till then, all the best and goodbye.
Swing, Sing and All That Jazz was compiled and presented by Henry Holloway.
Henry Holloway's autobiography, titled Swing, Sing and All That Jazz, is due to be published in America by Trafford Publishers and will be available on Amazon.com and at Barnes & Noble bookstores. It tells the story of a unique South African who rose from humble beginnings to become one of only 2 non-Americans in history who has been honored with America's prestigious Golden Bandstand Award, joining Frank Sinatra, Glenn Miller, Benny Goodman, and 50 other American music legends. This 700-page book tells Henry Holloway's remarkable story and contains more than 500 images of photographs, articles, and letters. Contact Trafford Publishers in Bloomington, Indiana.